My dear United fans, gather here, let us talk. Have you heard? Manchester United is in serious talks to get a goalkeeper before the end of this summer window. That is the news out there by Fabrizio Romano. He's saying that Manchester United are in serious talk with Lammens. They want to reach an agreement with the Royal Antwerp goalkeeper, and also they are in talks with the club, the Belgian club, to actually reach an agreement to get the player to come to Manchester United before the close of the transfer window. But the thing is, what are we getting Lammens for? To be the first choice goalkeeper at Manchester United this season, or to be an understudy to the goalkeepers we already have at Manchester United and probably take over next season. This is one of the biggest news that is coming out. And also, there is I want to analyze this. I want to give my reaction to Ruben Amorim's press conference that he did earlier this afternoon. This will be my reaction on that on the press conference. As we know, Ruben Amorim in his press conference, he talked about Onana. He said that because when he was asked if Onana was ready to play, he said Onana was ready even last week. Onana has been ready to play for Manchester United. What does that mean? Does that mean that he is preferring to play Altay Bayindia over Onana? Because Onana, we know, is the first choice goalkeeper. If he is available, if he was available to play on the first day of the league, why did he go with Altay Bayindia? This is something that a lot of pundits are beginning to talk about. That probably his body language is giving that he prefers Altay Bayindia to Onana. But then, will this be some sort of warning to Onana, like to just make Onana understand that there is competition for places? Because Ruben Amorim himself has come out to say that there is no first 11. He chooses player according to how he sees the game. He chooses players according to how he understands, analyzes the game. He says in all games are not the same. There are different responsibilities with every game that comes. So we will keep our eyes on that. Who will Ruben Amorim be fielding in the goalkeeping section on Sunday when we play Fulham? He said he was asked about the outgoings. He completely shut it out. It's not my responsibility. That responsibility is for Jason Wilcox. But he went further to say that Manchester United does not need to offload players to get in players. It is not a situation of this for that. It is a situation whereby Manchester United identifies the player that they need, they go and get him instead of waiting to offload players. And he was also asked, what if the transfer window ends, what is going to happen? He made it clear. He said these players have chosen to play for other clubs. Yes, the players that he has ostracized out of the group. Yes, the first team players. He says these players have decided to play for some other club, and that he has that responsibility and also the club to reach an agreement that favors both the club and the player, so that the player can leave. But in a situation the players do not go, they will be coming back to the team. But the question is, you know that they are under contract, yes, but the question is, how will they come into the team back? Where will they be playing? Will these players be integrated back into the first team, or will they just be training with the reserves? So this is what Ruben Amorim has come out to say in his press conference. He went further to talk about Højlund. He said, yes, because he was asked, Højlund, how has he taken the news that he might be leaving the club? He said, professional. He's a professional. He has taken it professionally. As we all know, Højlund wants to stay at Manchester United. I am backing him to stay at Manchester United, even if for one more season, and see if he can actually develop. He went further to analyze the game, the Fulham game. He says that the coach of Fulham is smart, but that this game he is looking at winning it. They asked him a question. How we've seen you playing on the front foot against Arsenal. How are you going to play in a situation where teams decide to sit back? And he mentioned a few players, Matheus Cunha, he mentioned Mbeumo, he mentioned Mason Mount. In these situations, Manchester United, according to Ruben Amorim, says Manchester United have players who would affect the team, affect the style of play, if teams decide to sit back and wait for us to have the ball. The question is that we have to maintain consistency. That is it. Consistency means that we maintain our level of play or even go higher, but we cannot go lower than what we have shown against Arsenal. Ruben Amorim is very confident in his team to perform against Fulham and all other teams. Yes, this is what Ruben Amorim has come out to say in the press conference. He was also asked about Kobbie Mainoo. He said, Kobbie Mainoo is one player extra. Yes, for him. He said it is one option. There are a lot of options. Kobbie Mainoo is one of them. And if you look at Ruben Amorim's press conference, I think I would say that he has answered really well in all the questions that he was giving. When he talked about Kobbie Mainoo, talked about Højlund, talked about Garnacho. These players want to leave, but if Manchester United does not find a suitable ground for them to leave, then we have no choice than to bring them in. But the question is, are they going to be integrated back into the team? That is the big question. I would want to know what you think about all of this that is happening around Manchester United, and also the big news about Manchester United in serious talks of getting a goalkeeper in this summer window. Please, I want you all to tell me what you think about the happenings around Manchester United. This is the Manchester United latest update. Tell me what you think. I'll be in the comment section. See you again in my next video.